Hey everybody, what's up? I wanted to show you how to use one-point perspective in drawings, which can make your cityscapes, buildings, things look more realistic because they sort of act like they naturally would out in space. So what we're going to need is a ruler, a pencil, and an eraser. And your one-point perspective drawing is going to be based around one line, which is called the horizon line. This is what will separate the sky from the ground. One vanishing point, which is where everything appears to disappear. The most important thing is that you have this vanishing point and it stays the same throughout your entire drawing. We are going to be using only 3 types of lines for this. One is converging. Converging lines mean that they're any lines that are drawn directly to the vanishing point. I like to think about this as like the black hole of the drawing because a lot of things sort of appear to like get sucked into there. So I've just put this here and it looks like a road. Okay, as it's going farther away into the distance, it gets smaller and it converges towards the vanishing point. When you are going to be drawing things like buildings, what I would like for you to do is to actually start closest to one of the edges of the paper. It doesn't matter which side you start with, and you're going to just draw a normal, regular rectangle. You're going to use just vertical lines and horizontal lines. Vertical line means, okay, it's going up and down. It's perpendicular to the horizon line. Okay, and then my horizontal lines, okay, again, just plain, just flat, 90 degrees. Okay. Now, what I am doing here is I'm making sure to always use a ruler. Rulers will make your drawings tidy and they're good quality. They are, and also rulers help you follow the guidelines like with the vanishing point. So, what I have drawn here is just the side of the building that is closest to you, the one that's facing you. But I need to draw the other side to make it look like a 3-dimensional building. So what I'm going to do is connect from the corner of the building to the vanishing point. You can draw a line like this. Gonna do the same thing at the top, and what I now have is this building which in theory goes on so far that I cannot see the end. Now, because most of us don't see buildings like that when we're looking in normal cities, what we're going to do is in the building, we're going to finish it. So decide, how big do you want your building to be? You're going to draw one more vertical line. And now your eraser is your friend. So what you want to do is erase everything that you don't need, that you wouldn't actually see in the world. So I don't actually see the lines that connect the corners to the vanishing point. I'm going to erase those. Also, because this is a solid building, I can't see through it. So I can no longer see the ground and the horizon line. So that's how to draw a building on this side. I'll just do the same thing real quick on the other side so you can see again. And again, easy peasy. So we have vertical line for the side of the building. Now, this side, maybe I have a shorter building. And, okay, that's fine. Vertical line, 2 horizontal lines, and this is the key. The lines connect to the vanishing point. They get sucked into the black hole. And again, when I look at it from, when I look at this here, again, in theory, this building is so long that it goes on forever. Okay, so I'm gonna do that here and erase what I don't need again. So, one moment. So now I have 2 buildings in space and 1 road. In order to make this look like a more realistic city, what I'm going to do is actually work on building buildings until I kind of close in around this space. And I will talk a little bit, not too much. Drawing again, regular rectangle. Sometimes I find that it's easier to start with a vertical line because if you're trying to measure your horizontal lines like this, you might find that it's harder to make them even. So I can just erase this little extra. Okay, connect to the vanishing point from the corners. Also, if you get to a certain point and you're like, I don't actually want to draw all the way to the vanishing point because I know I'm not going to need that much, you can just draw as much of the building as you think you're going to want and close it wherever you think the line is long enough. So like this line does connect to the vanishing point, but I didn't draw it all just to save myself some time with erasing. That will also make your drawing look a bit neater, just the less that you have to erase. Okay, so I have that. I'm gonna again erase what I don't need because I can't see it because it's solid. Oops, I better get the insides. Alrighty. Okay, same thing on this side. Let's just put in a box, and I think I will start with this. I think I will, just for funsies, make something taller than this one. So that's going to be slightly different. I will stop the building here, or maybe a little shorter. Okay, stop the building here, put the top here. So essentially, anything that you're drawing, if you can just remember to start out with like a regular rectangle, or a regular square, and regular, you know, kind of in the same way that you use it in math class. It's 180 degrees, 90 degrees, okay, things are even, they're level. And the vanishing point is just to add a little bit of space, or sorry, not to add a little bit of space, to like give the illusion that these buildings are real and are in space. Okay, so what I have now is 4 buildings. 4 buildings and 1 road and 1 vanishing point, just kind of here. To me, this is also not something that you would see in real life, and so instead of drawing boxes that just become so small that they're hard to see, what I like to do actually is to finish like a street is to just draw a box like that. And so to me, this sort of looks like, you know, if you were driving down a road and then, oh, there's a roadblock or there's a wall. This is just usually how I finish that kind of drawing. So, I'm gonna pause that.